My videos are usually going viral because I talk about celebrity cult members on the red carpet, Scientology celebrities and Scientology influencers, or other like cult member influencers like Nara Smith and Ballerina Farm and things like that. But I've never really shared in one video the main idea that I'm trying to convey with these topics and videos is that the same methods of control that we see used by cults and cult leaders, we also see super often in the entertainment industry. And I think it is highly influenced pop culture, specifically in the West. I personally feel like I see these patterns showing up in 6 major areas, and each one of these I could go so in depth on and talk about for days and days, if not years. As far as just celebrity culture goes, I think we see this a lot with child stars. I think that the similarities between being raised as a child star and being raised in a cult it overlaps like a mind-blowing amount, in my opinion. I watched Allison Stoner's podcast YouTube series talking about being a child star, and I swear it could have been a cult documentary. It sounded so very similar to what it's like to be raised in a cult. I think we also see the similarities in Demi Lovato's child star documentary. We see them in memoirs of child stars, like Jeanette McCurdy's memoir, I'm Glad My Mom Died, and Britney Spears' memoir, and the whole Britney Spears conservatorship just really points to the cultiness and control that comes with being famous as a child. Then we have the topic that I think I talk about the most on the internet, which is celebrity cult members. So cults that are more widely accepted as cults like Scientology, Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, Kundalini yoga cults, and even the Children of God cult have all used celebrities to kind of whitewash the cult and cult leader in general, make them seem less dangerous and more appealing, and have, especially Scientology, kind of perfected using celebrities to recruit people into these cults. And we have celebrities that act more like cult leaders, like Jared Leto, and fandoms that treat celebrities as like deities that create almost cult-like structures around the celebrity, whether the celebrity takes advantage of that or not. Obviously, the Swiftie fandom can be used as an example of this in some ways, but I've also seen celebrity fandoms turn into cults on their own, where somebody within the fandom takes leadership roles of like chat rooms and meetups and things like that, and they use cult-like manipulation tactics to create cult-like environments and harm and take advantage of people just based on mutual love of a celebrity. I also think we see this a lot in celebrity criminal enterprises, like with Diddy, with R. Kelly. I think of Ashton Kutcher and Thorne and Operation Underground Railroad and how that was kind of skyrocketed to celebrity status, but obviously there was a lot of shady things and cult-like things going on within that. I think celebrities that own and run churches or nonprofits that obviously aren't doing it for good reasons. They're doing it, I think, to funnel money, and often people and children are harmed in the process. But because there's celebrity status and a carefully curated image involved, people don't always do the work to look into these organizations, and I think they get away with a lot. Then we have things like reality TV and influencers that I think uses parasocial relationships very well in an extremely manipulative and cult-like way to create harmful cult-like environments. When it comes to reality TV, I think about the Duggars, TLC, the Kardashians even. The way networks like Bravo and TLC take advantage of regular, average, everyday people and promise them fame and success and money, and then exploit and manipulate them for views and to make money themselves. And then obviously as well, including children on reality television is getting into child star category and can be very manipulative, exploitative, and harmful for everyone involved. Then you have influencers like Mormon moms documenting their lives just like the Mormon church tells them to, like Ballerina Farm and Tradwife content and Nara Smith. Family vloggers, I think, more often than not, create cult-like systems within their family to get their kids to work and continue filming and do things performatively for the camera, for money, for a living. But then you also have influencers that act like cult leaders. I think like David Dobrik, the whole Miranda Sings scandal. People like James Charles use their status and influence and the crazy amounts of money that you can make as an influencer or a social media star to manipulate people and create extremely harmful environments. I also think about the new docuseries, I think on Netflix, called Bad Influence, and I can't for the life of me remember this influencer's name, this YouTuber's name, but like her mom exploited her and other children and manipulated other people's parents to get what she wanted, make money, and harm children and everyone around them. I definitely want to do a deep dive on each of these topics individually to go more in depth on specifically why I say the same manipulation and control tactics used by cults and cult leaders. But I want to know if you're into cults and cult documentaries or cult memoirs, if you have spotted the same patterns in any of these areas, or if you have any additional ideas or areas in entertainment or pop culture where you think you see these same tactics. And let me know if you have any thoughts or questions on any of these categories in particular, and I'll make more videos talking about it more.